So when you're uploading an assignment, just make it look as professional as possible. So that means taking a little bit of time to make sure you've got your document well lit, right? You don't need any fancy equipment, but take it somewhere where it's brighter. Maybe like find a location where it's uncluttered, right? Make sure that you're helping the work that you're doing to look as good as possible. So I'm going to show you some examples of assignments that's perfectly good work that actually didn't get a great grade because it wasn't well executed in terms of the upload.
Here is something that's going to be critical for your weekly reflections as well as basically any assignment that you upload throughout the quarter. And I think this is going to be even more critical this quarter because we're doing so much of our work. You're not going to be handing stuff in person, right? So what I want you to do is look at this kind of collage of images here. This is just a random sampling of some of the weekly reflections that students uploaded from a past quarter. And if you look at these, the quality of drawing, there's a lot of drawings that are actually really good. What's unfortunate is that sometimes there's some actual really good work, and it's not just the quality of drawing, but the quality of thinking and the quality of reflection. And what happens is because it's a really poor photograph or scan, it looks really muddy and it looks just like as if there isn't a bunch of thought that has been put into it. Now that's a problem because basically as a designer, if the assets you shared are not persuasive, do not seem compelling, do not have kind of all the thought in them that you have actually put in them, it's going to make your work look shoddy. It's going to diminish people's sense of confidence in what you can do, and they're going to think you're less smart, talented, experienced than you are. So here, this one, it's actually a pretty good scan in the upper left here. Problem is it's poorly oriented, right? Now, think before you upload to Canvas, make sure that your photo is in the proper orientation. If it's not, or what you can do is upload it, check it, make sure it looks right. If it's rotated like this, that means that me, as the user, has to kind of struggle to deal with like your lack of effort, right? So that's a sense where it's like one of those simple ways that you can be user-centered by just making sure that what you upload is in the proper orientation. This one is well done in that it's got a good, you can see the background is white. Here, this is a really great drawing, but it's really muddy. So this one could benefit from just a better lighting in the area where it's photographed. Here, this one's okay. This one has really kind of like just uneven lighting, right? There's a hot spot here, it gets really dark. This just looks really shabby in a way that has nothing to do with the quality of the drawing, but it's within the quality of the scan. As you look through, there's some that just look clean and polished and professional, and others that are less so. Those are all ones that I would say like just require just a little bit more effort. And really, it's a 15-second fix. It's just a matter of maybe taking multiple photos. Maybe just kind of finding a place that's well lit, that's evenly lit, making sure there aren't shadows, etc. So I just want you to make sure that you pay attention to that, and you can watch the associated video of that I've linked here that will show, has some tips about how someone kind of positions her drawings for Instagram. So what I would consider too is just think of as you're doing these as you're uploading, think of something that you'd be proud to have on your Instagram page that you think if a potential employer was looking at it, they'd feel good about you as a potential employee to see your work.